Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 14 of Universe Mode. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Go Home Raw before Extreme Rules. Now, I know Extreme Rules is a SmackDown exclusive. You'll only be able to see the World Championship, the Intercontinental, WWE World Tag Team, World Women's Championship, and other rivalries on SmackDown on Extreme Rules. But Raw is going to get a super show before Extreme Rules. Just a little way of keeping things fun before the big pay-per-view. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's get into the show. Because, as you've guessed, we have a special one. After the attack on Bayley last week that cost Bayley a shot at Becky Lynch's WWE Championship, Bayley takes on Dakota Kai one-on-one to start the show. In our second match, ladies and gentlemen, we have a WrestleMania rematch with a stipulation. Ladies and gentlemen, Roman Reigns will do battle against Cody Rhodes, and the winner will be the first entrant in the Money in the Bank ladder match. After that, ladies and gentlemen, Drew McIntyre, he attacked CM Punk, he attacked Seth Rollins. So, ladies and gentlemen, I decided to make things interesting. Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, CM Punk in a triple threat match. The winner of this match will be the second entrant for the Raw side in the Money in the Bank ladder match. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the fourth match, we have something special. Ladies and gentlemen, your eyes do not deceive you. Paige is making her Raw debut against Maxine Dupree. And in the main event, ladies and gentlemen, AJ Styles defends the WWE Championship against Bryan Danielson. Bryan Danielson has beaten AJ Styles in the past. AJ Styles looks to defend and retain his world championship. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the show. Dakota Kai already in the ring, and here comes Bayley, not wasting any time, but Dakota Kai and Bayley going right after one another, not wasting any time. These former friends, now enemies. Referee gets them separated and gets the bell rung. And Dakota Kai instantly drops Bayley with a kick to the head. Throws Bayley into the corner, but ricochets her into a running knee. Dakota Kai in firm control lifts Bayley up. Tosses her to the ropes, ducks under, and trips Bayley up, letting her fall face first. Dakota Kai on the attack, attacking the arm of Bayley. Misses with a stop. Bayley on her feet, finally has control, drops Dakota Kai onto her head. Bayley now continuing to assault the head and neck of Dakota Kai. Bayley stomping away on the fingers of Dakota Kai. Bayley on the attack drops a knee to the back of Dakota Kai. And again, another knee to the back. Bayley lifting up Dakota Kai here. But elbows to the gut of Bayley. Dakota Kai trying to get back in control here. Has Bayley by her hair, carries her over to the ropes, hangs her up, drops her, gets a running start. Huge kick to the head, followed by a stomp to the chest. Going for the pin here. But Bayley able to kick out at one. These former friends now turned enemies. Bayley, with the advantage, lifts up and slams Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai thrown over the top rope. Knocked down to the middle rope. And Bayley hangs her through the ropes. Drops Dakota Kai to the outside. Bayley going to the top rope. Looking for a huge crossbody down to the floor. Connects successfully. Drops an elbow into the chest of Dakota Kai now. Dakota Kai back to her feet. Throws Bayley into the ring. Back in the ring before the referee could get a count off. Bayley with the advantage, lifting up Dakota Kai, slams her and takes her down. Bayley going to continue to assault the arm of Dakota Kai here, assaulting the hand and fingers. Bayley lifts Dakota Kai up, continues to assault the arm. Bayley going to the outside, going up to the top rope once more. Huge moonsault, going for the pin. Dakota Kai able to kick out at 2. Bayley's in firm control, lifts up Dakota Kai. Huge suplex to Dakota. Bayley going to the outside of the ring. Dakota Kai rolled out, tried to get out of harm's way, but Bayley picks her up. Huge suplex onto her back, onto the floor. Bayley throws Dakota Kai into the steel steps. Bayley throwing Dakota Kai into the ring. Huge stomp to the back. Bayley going up to the top rope now. Looking for a huge elbow. Drives it into Dakota Kai's chest, going for a pin here. Bayley successfully defeats Dakota Kai.
Here is your winner, Bayley!
Bayley with a successful victory against her former friend. Unfortunate circumstances, ladies and gentlemen, but a decent match. But up next, ladies and gentlemen, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes. The winner of this match will be an entrant in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Both men in the ring already. And Samoa Joe. Ladies and gentlemen, the last time we saw Samoa Joe, he was on the losing end to Logan Paul after losing to Roman Reigns. Samoa Joe being out here, eyeing down his rival, lets us know that this feud may be far from over. Samoa Joe not doing anything to disturb the match quite yet, just taking a seat at ringside. But ladies and gentlemen, this match's stipulations still hang in the balance. And Cody Rhodes instantly drops Roman Reigns, goes for a pin. But Roman kicks out before 1. Cody looked to get a huge, sneaky victory, huge upset win on the Tribal Chief. Roman Reigns now assaulting the head of Cody Rhodes, lifts him up and spikes him back first onto the apron. Now a huge stomp to the back. Roman Reigns lifting up Cody Rhodes. Powerbomb to the floor. These men have done battle before, ladies and gentlemen. Spikes Cody Rhodes' leg to the floor. These men have done battle before. These men have fought at WrestleMania for the WWE Championship on 2 occasions. Roman Reigns throwing Cody Rhodes into the ring. Climbs up the ropes. Going to the top rope. Who drives a huge elbow down onto Cody's chest. Going for a pin here. But Cody Rhodes stays alive, kicking out at 2. These two men both know what it takes to take the other down But Roman Reigns not letting up, drives a huge fist to Cody's head, now slamming his head into the canvas. Cody Rhodes slips through, slips the leg from under Roman Reigns. Cody Rhodes charged up, setting up for a crossroads early. Roman Reigns taking his time to get back to his feet. But Cody Rhodes has him, nails the crossroads, goes for the pin. But Roman Reigns able to kick out of the crossroads at 2. Cody Rhodes now on the assault of Roman Reigns. Stomp to the gut. Spikes the arm down, stomp to the head, and again. Huge knee to the side of the head of Roman Reigns. Cody Rhodes in firm control, looking to stay that way. Drives a knee into the back and another stomp. Cody Rhodes going up to the top rope here, looking for a huge moonsault. Nails Roman Reigns, goes for the pin. Roman Reigns able to kick out at 2 once again. Cody Rhodes gonna have to charge up, set up for another crossroads. Gonna assault the leg of Roman Reigns. Vicious attack to the knee. Cody Rhodes now doing some push-ups, taunting his former rival. Cody Rhodes back to his feet. Stomps on the arm of Roman Reigns once again. Cody Rhodes sets up, drives a huge knee into the forehead of Roman Reigns, but misses the stomp, and a Superman punch! But Cody Rhodes ate it. These two men going back and forth now. Roman Reigns getting the better of Cody Rhodes. Oh, here comes Samoa Joe with a clothesline to Roman. Referee calls for the bell. This match ends in disqualification. Cody Rhodes getting out of the ring. Samoa Joe on the attack. Roman gets the knees up and delivers a huge spear to Samoa Joe. Roman Reigns cannot be happy about what just transpired. Going to assault the neck of Samoa Joe. Joe slips out. Roman Reigns with the reversal. Clothesline to Samoa Joe. Roman Reigns off the top rope, nails a forearm, and he's now taunting the crowd. Taunting Samoa Joe, huge knee to the head. Roman Reigns carries Samoa Joe over to the ropes, hangs him up on the ropes. Lifts up Joe and spikes him down. Roman Reigns going out of the ring, going after Samoa Joe. Roman Reigns viciously assaulting Joe here. Spikes Joe down. Roman Reigns throwing Samoa Joe into the ring, but Joe reverses, throws Roman into the ring instead. Joe back into the ring, but Roman Reigns right there flips Joe. Huge boot to the head. And now Roman setting up for a spear here. The second spear to Joe. Nails him. Samoa Joe ruined the match between Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. And Roman Reigns gonna make Joe pay for it. Samoa Joe couldn't have thought out this attack too wisely. Throws Roman to the ropes. Huge clothesline takes down Roman Reigns, followed by a massive drop kick. Samoa Joe with a huge running boot to the side of the head of Roman Reigns. Samoa Joe charged up, lifts Roman and spikes him to the ground. Joe not done. Gonna attack the arm of Roman Reigns. But Reigns slips out, drops Joe. Joe getting back to his feet. Roman Reigns lifting up Joe. Spikes him head first onto the turnbuckle. And chokes him out once again. Ladies and gentlemen, Roman Reigns with another vicious assault takes down Samoa Joe, but the match between Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes comes to an end in unconvincing fashion, unknown fashion. We don't know who would have won. So ladies and gentlemen, next week on Raw, we will have Cody Rhodes in action once again. And you know what? Whoever loses this next upcoming match, the triple threat between CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, and Seth Rollins, will face Cody Rhodes in fact, the person who does not get pinned or does not submit, I should be clear, the person who does not get pinned or submit in this next upcoming match will face Cody Rhodes to determine who goes to Money in the Bank. Meanwhile, ladies and gentlemen, I have something special in mind for Samoa Joe for his interruption of the match. But ladies and gentlemen, we're moving on now to the triple threat match between Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk.
The following contest is a triple threat match. Making his way to the ring from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins!
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is as much about becoming a participant in Money in the Bank as much as it is about bad blood. These three men cannot stand one another. Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins have feuded before. They feuded for the world title before. Seth Rollins has always had a loathing, a hatred for CM Punk. But when it comes to the hatred of CM Punk, ladies and gentlemen, nobody hates CM Punk more than this man.
His opponents, first from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre!
Ladies and gentlemen, Drew McIntyre, his hatred for CM Punk is almost otherworldly. This man hates CM Punk just for breathing, ladies and gentlemen. Although I'll say that Drew McIntyre dislikes Seth Rollins, there is a respect at least between the two. There's a respect between competitors. But when it comes to CM Punk, ladies and gentlemen, there is no respect. Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of the voiceless made his return to WWE in surprising fashion. But this is not the same place that he left. In his absence, men like Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, even Cody Rhodes, who made his return, just like Drew McIntyre, who made his return. They've all stepped up and become top-tier competitors. And quite a few of those men I just named, some of them love CM Punk and respect him. But CM Punk will find no respect between the two men in this ring. Drew McIntyre hates him. Seth Rollins isn't fond of him. If CM Punk wants entry into the Money in the Bank, he'll have to get past not one but two foes. And this match starts off with Drew McIntyre going for Seth Rollins first. CM Punk, eager to get a little payback after Drew McIntyre's assault, goes right for Drew, takes him down. CM Punk dropped by Seth Rollins. Drew McIntyre breaking up a pin very early on between Seth and Punk. Drew McIntyre has Seth Rollins loaded on the ropes, but CM Punk takes advantage, throws Drew into the corner with a huge running knee that takes him down with a clothesline. Seth Rollins has CM Punk, loads him up on the ropes. Punch to the head and chokes him out. Drew McIntyre just dropping Seth Rollins, now turning his attention to Punk. Lifts him up with a gut-wrench power bomb and slams him down. Seth Rollins throwing Drew McIntyre out of the ring. Seth Rollins might not know who to choose from, CM Punk or Drew. I think he's choosing Drew, goes on the outside. CM Punk in the steel chair, bounces it off the head of Drew McIntyre, and another off the head of CM Punk. Punk's chair knocked out of his hand after he dropped both Rollins and McIntyre with that chair. Drew McIntyre bouncing Rollins' head off the apron. CM Punk gonna taunt. And McIntyre thrown away by Rollins. Rollins throws Punk near the barricade. Rollins with a huge knee to the chin of Drew McIntyre. Lifts McIntyre up. Punk trying to get in the middle of it. Punches being thrown from CM Punk. Drew being thrown in the ring by Rollins. Rollins now has Punk. Throws Punk in the ring too. And McIntyre going after Punk, who's now down. Rollins takes advantage, drives a knee into the chin of Drew, but Punk takes advantage. Drop kick to Rollins. Rollins being lifted up. Huge elbow to the side of the head. CM Punk on the assault of Seth Rollins' arm. Turns his attention to Drew McIntyre. Goes McIntyre to the ropes. McIntyre counters. Kick to the gut of Punk. Taken down with a neck breaker by Rollins. Punk with a huge elbow to the back of Seth Rollins. McIntyre with the clothesline to the back of CM Punk. Punk grabbed McIntyre, but McIntyre with those vicious elbows. Rollins went off the ropes, tried to nail a drop kick, but McIntyre and Punk moved out of the way. Rollins tries to get him with a drop kick. McIntyre eats it, throws Rollins outside the ring. Punk going off the ropes, takes down McIntyre with a clothesline. McIntyre with CM Punk, and Seth Rollins and McIntyre gonna double team Punk. Huge kick to the side of the head of CM Punk. Punk with the reversal, dropping Seth. Punk with a slam, gonna lock in the Anaconda Vice on Drew McIntyre, but Seth Rollins there to make the save. Kick to the gut of CM Punk, huge neck breaker, takes Punk down. Punk has to roll out of the ring. Seth Rollins outside the ring now, going for a weapon of his own, chooses a baseball bat. Punk choosing a weapon, chooses a sledgehammer, and Punk gets the better of Rollins, nails him first. Continued sledgehammer shots, throws the sledgehammer at McIntyre. Rollins and McIntyre back to their feet. McIntyre assaulting Seth. Drives him face first to the floor. Punk lifting up McIntyre, but McIntyre counters. Bulldog to Punk. Followed by a big boot to CM Punk's head. McIntyre taunting Punk, telling him to get back to his feet. Throws him right into a strafe from Seth Rollins. Rollins now has McIntyre. Carries him over, throws McIntyre into the ring. CM Punk grabbing Rollins from behind, throws him into the ring. McIntyre going to assault the arm of Seth Rollins. Punk with that sledgehammer nails McIntyre in the gut. And now Rollins. CM Punk going for a huge pin on Seth Rollins here. But Rollins able to kick out at 1. Punk going off the ropes with a massive drop kick to the back of Seth. CM Punk lifting Seth Rollins up. Gets Rollins up onto his shoulders. And puts Seth Rollins to sleep with the GTS, going for the pin. But McIntyre able to break it up. McIntyre delivered a stomp to Rollins for good measure. Lifts CM Punk up. Carries him over to the ropes and drapes him. McIntyre going for a pin on CM Punk. How sweet would it be for McIntyre to get the win by pinning Punk? Neckbreaker to Seth Rollins from McIntyre after he took down CM Punk. Clothesline to Rollins. Rollins outside the ring. Punk with a neckbreaker to McIntyre. And Punk going for a pin on Drew. Drew able to kick out at 1. CM Punk going off the ropes. Clothesline to McIntyre. Punk misses the strike. Rollins takes down Punk. But McIntyre now elbow to the back. Throws Rollins to the ropes. Punk with a huge drop kick to McIntyre. Waiting for McIntyre to get back up. Gets McIntyre onto his feet. GTS to Drew McIntyre going for the pin. Rollins down. But McIntyre kicks out at 2. Survives. Rollins takes down CM Punk. Punk getting back to his feet. And Rollins throws CM Punk. CM Punk with the reversal kick to the gut of Rollins. Getting chased by Drew into the hands of Seth Rollins. CM Punk's head bounced off the turnbuckle. McIntyre throwing Seth with a counter. CM Punk comes in swinging wildly, takes down both men. CM Punk taunting for another GTS. Grabs a sledgehammer and starts nailing McIntyre with it. Going for a pin here on Drew. CM Punk victorious, ladies and gentlemen.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
Ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk pinned Drew McIntyre to qualify for the Money in the Bank ladder match. Ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk is a 2-time Money in the Bank winner. He could be going for a 3rd. He could be going for another WWE Championship reign here after overcoming both his rivals. CM Punk moves on to Money in the Bank. And next week, ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget. Ladies and gentlemen, Seth Rollins did not take the pin. He did not take the submission. Therefore, next week, Cody Rhodes will face Seth Rollins to qualify for the Money in the Bank ladder match. But up next, ladies and gentlemen, to keep things being special. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you didn't see my dashboard. I accidentally clicked the wrong button. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, Paige takes on Maxine Dupree. Paige makes her return, her debut to Monday Night Raw.
The following contest Making her way to the ring, representing the Alpha Academy from Phoenix, Arizona, Maxine Dupree!
Ladies and gentlemen, Maxine Dupree, a member of the Alpha Academy. She's come a long way, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks to her teacher, Chad Gable. But Maxine Dupree has a huge challenge ahead of her.
From Norwich, England, Paige!
Ladies and gentlemen, Paige making her return, her debut to Monday Night Raw. Big things could be in store for Paige, ladies and gentlemen. Huge things. This is a former Divas champion. Paige's WWE career was cut short before she could unlock her full potential, but that's where AEW came in, ladies and gentlemen, giving Paige a new lease on life. More women's championships, more rivalries, more standout breakout moments. But here in Universe Mode, ladies and gentlemen, Paige looks to get another moment, another chance to fight for women's championships and more opportunities. Paige has been wrestling since she was a very young child, ladies and gentlemen, since she was very young, very talented, has a whole movie made about her. You can thank The Rock for that. Fighting with My Family. Good movie. Paige goes off the ropes, taken down by Maxine Dupree. Maxine going for a clothesline early. Paige kicking out at one. Paige back to her feet, but Maxine with a huge punch to the head of Paige. Paige thrown to the corner. Kick to the leg. Maxine Dupree going off the ropes. Catches Paige, rolls her up, but gets out before the pin can be counted. Stomp to the head of Paige. Paige lifted up and suplexed down. Maxine Dupree showing everything that Chad Gable taught her. No doubt Chad Gable gave her the keys and gave her the strategy on keeping Paige at bay. Paige has yet to get in any offense in this match. Maxine Dupree takes Paige down again. Maxine Dupree with huge punches to the head of Paige, followed by a slap to the face, going for another pin. Paige able to kick out at one still. Not nearly enough damage to be done. Paige making it back to her feet. Paige now, in desperation, needs to turn this match around. Bounces Maxine's head off the ropes. Attacking the arm of Maxine Dupree. Maxine thrown out of the ring. Paige with a huge knee to the head. Onto the middle rope. Huge leg drop. But Maxine's head was hung on the ropes. Paige now going to the top rope. Looking to get a little more offense in. Huge spin. 360 attack. Takes down Maxine. Maxine thrown back into the ring by Paige. Paige now back in control of this match. And it didn't take much for Paige to get in control either, going for the pin. Kick out at one from Maxine Dupree. Paige goes off the ropes. Huge leg drop. Followed by another reverse leg drop onto Maxine. Kick to the back from Paige. Paige attacking the arm of Maxine Dupree now. Huge elbow drop to the chest of Maxine Dupree. Paige gonna taunt a little bit. Assaulting the arm again. Paige going up to the top rope. Huge elbow drop from the top rope, going for the pin here. And just like that, with very little offense needed, Paige defeats Maxine Dupree. Paige with a huge victory over Maxine Dupree in her debut match on Raw. More to come from Paige in Universe Mode, ladies and gentlemen. I can promise you this is just the beginning. But ladies and gentlemen, it is now time. It is time for the main event. It is time for AJ Styles to defend his WWE Championship against current rival Bryan Danielson. Two of the best in the world will be going one-on-one in the main event for the WWE title. Ladies and gentlemen, AJ Styles defeated Bray Wyatt in a casket match back at Backlash to become WWE Champion. That same night, Bryan Danielson made his debut. And these two men have been in each other's faces ever since. Bryan Danielson defeated AJ Styles one-on-one to earn a title opportunity. And ever since, these two men have been gearing up for this moment. Is AJ Styles ready to defend his title? Is he ready to defend against one of the best submission specialists in the world? Is he ready to defeat Bryan Danielson? Ladies and gentlemen, these two men, even before this small feud, were no strangers to one another. They have feuded for the WWE Championship before. Bryan Danielson at that time went on to win the WWE title. And he carried the championship until WrestleMania, when he lost the title to Kofi Kingston. During Kofi Mania, Bryan Danielson could be looking to repeat history, maybe with a little bit of a difference. Bryan Danielson has been on a tear in recent years, ladies and gentlemen. I can't see Danielson losing the title if he picks it up anytime soon. But that's if he can get past AJ Styles, ladies and gentlemen.
Introducing the challenger from Aberdeen, Washington, weighing in at 210 pounds, Bryan Danielson. And his opponent from Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, he is the
AJ Styles, Bryan Danielson square up as the bell rings. Danielson with a counter early on, flips, takes down Styles. This match, ladies and gentlemen, is a regular one falls normal match for the WWE title. Bryan Danielson has AJ Styles early on. AJ Styles with counter, elbows to the gut of Danielson. Match starting off slow. These two just trying to get a feel for one another. Not trying to make any massive mistakes early on. Danielson with a counter, elbow to the head of AJ Styles. Lifts up AJ and spikes him with a suplex. Danielson drives a knee into the head of AJ Styles. And again, Danielson on the attack. Attacking the head of AJ Styles. Huge elbow to the forehead. Styles rolls out of the ring. And Danielson dives out to take him down. Danielson lifting AJ Styles back to his feet. Throws him into the ring. Danielson back in the ring now. Throws Styles into the corner. But Styles reverses a drop kick in the corner. Styles carrying Danielson over to the corner, bounces his head off the turnbuckle post, throws him away, goes to the outside, off the ropes, huge clothesline, takes down Danielson. Styles going for a risky maneuver and now a pin. That clothesline could have backfired, it could have done damage to AJ Styles, but it was successful. Danielson with a counter of his own, drops Styles. Huge kicks coming from Bryan Danielson to the chest of AJ Styles. Followed by a kick to the head. Danielson's signature kicks, going for the pin now. AJ Styles able to kick out after two. Styles back to his feet quickly. Takes advantage. Ricochets Danielson into a knee. AJ Styles with an assault on Danielson's arm. Continuing to weaken the arm. A good tactic. If you weaken Danielson's arm, you can take the LeBell lock, the yes lock out of commission. Huge elbow to the side of the head of Bryan Danielson. Danielson rolls out of the ring. Styles going off the ropes, takes down Bryan Danielson with a forearm to the head. Throws Danielson back into the ring. Danielson trying to get back to his feet. Danielson was going for a dive, but Styles got back in the ring, cut him off. Doesn't matter. Danielson locking in the LeBell lock early, but AJ Styles able to get to the ropes quickly, breaking the lock before any real damage could be done. Styles going for a pin. AJ Styles able to kick out at two. Kick to the chest, followed by another kick to the chest, takes Styles back to the ground. Styles rolls through quickly, gets the advantage, kick to the gut, looking for a huge neck breaker here on Bryan Danielson. Bryan Danielson being thrown to the ropes by AJ Styles. Styles goes under, delivers a suplex into a pin, but Danielson able to kick out at one. AJ Styles, huge forearm to the side of the head of Bryan Danielson. Now attacking the leg, weakening Danielson's leg up. AJ Styles taking the advantage, attacking the leg again on Bryan Danielson. But Danielson back to his feet. After the kip up, throws Styles to the ropes, ducks under, hops over, lifts up and slams Styles to the ground. Kick from Bryan Danielson. Danielson weakening the legs. More kicks from Danielson. Danielson lifts up AJ, but AJ reverses. Huge neck breaker on the Bryan Danielson. Bryan Danielson back to his feet. And AJ Styles sets up for the Styles Clash. Nails him. Goes for the pin. Bryan Danielson able to kick out at two after the Styles Clash. Danielson carries AJ Styles over to the corner, bounces out of the turnbuckle. Styles gets out of the way. Elbow to the head onto Bryan Danielson. Chops onto Danielson. More punches. Stiff combination from Styles. But Danielson with the reversal. Danielson lifts up AJ Styles. Delivers a suplex. AJ Styles rolls over to the ropes. Gets away. Gets a little distance from Danielson. Danielson with more kicks. Followed by a huge knee. What's Danielson thinking here? Oh, huge knee drop while Styles was hanging over the apron on the outside. Danielson now with more kicks. The kicking combination followed by the kick to the head. Bryan Danielson in firm control. Danielson rolls back into the ring after a count of 3. AJ Styles in the ring too. That last shot must have busted AJ Styles open. Styles bleeding. Bryan Danielson knocks Styles down. And locks in a Hell's Gate on AJ Styles. Styles in the middle of the ring with nowhere to go. Hell's Gate locked in. AJ has to tap out. Bryan Danielson with a submission win. Ladies and gentlemen, Bryan Danielson is your new WWE champion. AJ Styles put up a great fight, put up a great defense, even nailed the Styles clash, but in the end, Bryan Danielson locked in a submission maneuver that AJ Styles was not prepared for. Ladies and gentlemen, Bryan Danielson is your new WWE champion. What a great episode of Raw, ladies and gentlemen. We had the debut of Paige, CM Punk gaining victory and qualifying for Money in the Bank. Samoa Joe ruined the match between Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes, but ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I have something special planned for Samoa Joe next week on Raw. And Bayley gets a victory over her former friend in Dakota Kai. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been it all for this episode of Universe Mode, episode 14. I want to thank you for coming and hanging out and watching this episode of Raw, this episode of Universe Mode. But ladies and gentlemen, tune in tomorrow for the Go Home show on SmackDown. World Champion Ilya Dragunov will in some way interact with #1 contender Rey Mysterio. Rhea Ripley will interact with Women's World Champion Zelina Vega. Karrion Kross, the Intercontinental Champion, will interact with #1 contender Santos Escobar. And ladies and gentlemen, we have to get a follow-up on what happened between Dominic Mysterio and a surprise assailant. Dominic Mysterio was attacked by Roderick Strong, ladies and gentlemen. Tune in to SmackDown tomorrow and we'll find out if Roderick Strong will attack again. What happens heading into Extreme Rules, ladies and gentlemen. But until then, I have been your host and commentator, King Chiron. And ladies and gentlemen, take care and have a beautiful, beautiful day.